I found over 200 Easter eggs in the Mario Galaxy movie. Let's get to it. It's hammer time from the original Donkey Kong arcade game. This galaxy's shaped like a grand star, or some kind of Mario star at least. And this one's a giant question block. And I have a lot of questions. Like, what are all Rosalina's books about? Well, the one with the diamond shape on it is a dark prognosticus from Super Paper Mario. And considering that it's been said that no person who finds this book ever finds happiness, it's a little concerning that Rosalina's holding on to it. And speaking of cursed books, the one next to it covered in crowns is a reference to the album from Paper Mario Sticker Star. Then there's another book that has Tippy from Super Paper Mario on it too. And the one next to it with a circled star could be a reference to the book from Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door. There's also one with a shine sprite, likely a reference to Super Mario Sunshine, then others with a blooper, question block, power star, a flagpole, and a spade icon like the ones first seen in Super Mario Bros. 3. Oh, and this one with a weird symbol is a reference to the Watanists from Mario and Luigi Brothership. One of the Lumas who wants to hear the story of Mario and Luigi straight up says,
"I hooked on the brothers,"
like in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
The brothers!
Did you catch this classic style artwork of Mario and Bowser in Rosalina's storybook? And another angle reveals Luigi too. Right after, two different Lumas give their best DK impression, including using props like his barrels and his tie. That sure looks like a grand star on Rosalina's door. That's Professor Egad's logo on Kamek's coffee cup, which might not just be a Luigi's Mansion reference, but a Starbean's Cafe reference, which is a coffee shop owned by Egad in Mario & Luigi's Superstar Saga. The music here is an obscure reference to the Japan-only Famicom Grand Prix 2 3D Hot Rally, which also featured Mario and Luigi. The birds here are the same ones that first appeared in 3D Land. Blink and you might miss the Stone Eye guy from Mario Odyssey hanging out in the background here. Gyro Market is back from the first movie and once again references Rob the Robot and his game Gyromite, which is a little weird considering he's his own entire character now. This taxi has a Game & Watch character on it. Hey, it's the green grocer owner from the first movie. Oh, and remember that cat that Luigi gave him? Yeah, they appear here too. And is this entire scene a reference to Aladdin? Look, Mayor Pauline does have a cameo on this guy's newspaper. Francis the dog and his owner both return from the first movie as well. Hey, what's graffiti of New Donk City doing in New York City? And yes, that's Doc Lewis on the bike and Little Mac chasing after him, both from Punch-Out. In fact, it's referencing the specific cutscene from that game. Speaking of which, the entirety of Punch-Out Pizzeria is back too, along with all the accompanying Easter eggs that we already covered back with the first movie. Oh, and of course Spike is back too. But who's that behind him? The woman from the ad for the Super Mario Bros. Plumbing business. Donkey Kong is here too! That's right, he's in New York on girders just like in the original Donkey Kong arcade game. Bowser Jr.'s artwork is in the exact same style as Bowser's Fury. Okay, I might need your help with this next one, because right next to the sad Luma graffiti is another what appears to be 3 green aliens? Could this maybe be a reference to the 3 creepy Hell Valley Skytree beings from Super Mario Galaxy 2? Peach's birthday invitation features artwork of herself in the classic 2D style. And if we take a look at the blueprint just beneath it, the text that says Flat Zone ×2 might be a reference to both of the Smash Bros. Stages of the same name, specifically being Flat Zone and Flat Zone 2, hence the ×2 here. Inside Mario & Luigi's closet, we can find Mario's tropical shirt from Mario Sunshine, his construction hat from Mario Maker, along with a bunch of work gear like the plunger or pickaxe here. Oh, and there's a spare NES controller too. Speaking of the NES, we can see Mario's playing Excite Bike on his TV, and just behind it is a picture from the Octopus Game & Watch game. Now there's other Easter eggs here too, but since they're the same from the first movie, we're not going to cover them here. Except for Luigi and Yoshi singing That's Amore. Because believe it or not, that might be a reference to Mario Teaches Typing 2, where Mario did the exact same thing.
That's amore.
That's the running out of time theme. Hey, that's Chef Toad from the Toadstool Cafe at Super Nintendo World. That decapitated Toad photo stand-in also features Peach's classic art again. And right next to it is an 8-bit Bowser Pinata. These fireworks come in the shape of mushrooms and stars, like in Mario 3. Yeah, Toad may be wearing a headlamp in this scene like in Captain Toad, but you probably missed Luigi holding a lantern like in Mario is Missing. The patches on Toad's backpack return from the first movie, including the one for the Cascade Kingdom, which is a bit odd considering they don't go there until this movie. That aside, Toad's added a couple of new ones too to account for the locations he visited in the first movie, including the Kong Kingdom and Rainbow Road. He's even driving the same car. Did you catch that the Mushroom Kingdom is shaped like an actual mushroom, just like in Mario Odyssey? This letter sequence, including the stationery, looks just like Super Mario 64. When Mario and Luigi are taking care of the Mushroom Kingdom, the map that they use looks just like an old school Mario game. There's even a little flagpole that pops out after they complete a level. And one of those levels involves two Hammer Brothers on 2 rows of bricks. You know, like in Mario 3. Yoshi does his flutter jump, and Luigi does a spin attack like in Mario Galaxy. This scene's clearly a reference to the forest stages from Super Mario World, whereas this one's a reference to Supermassive Galaxy from Mario Galaxy 2. Inside the Blue Toad's house, there's a picture of him holding the inverted pyramid in the palm of his hand thanks to forced perspective, kind of like how people do in real life. Bowser's artwork is actually pretty clever, because it combines a skeleton suit from Mario Odyssey with a famous painting of the Scream, and this other painting is flowers from Yoshi's Island. Bowser also has a painting of a classic-style Peach at his bedside. Do you see that garden gnome on the balcony? Well, this one's not actually a Nintendo reference, but an Illumination one, as it's the same garden gnome that appears in the short More Minions. That's a Mario 3-style treasure chest if I've ever seen one. That planet appears to be a reference to Spin Dig Galaxy from Mario Galaxy 2. The cake found in this book is a direct reference to one from Princess Peach Showtime. Luigi shows off Captain Falcon's move. Toadette's back as a cameo again on this picture. Tiny Bowser retreats into his shell, kinda like how he can in Super Smash Bros. That ring-shaped planet is straight out of Gusty Garden Galaxy from the first Mario Galaxy. We can see Peach use her parasol to float to the ground just like in Super Smash Bros. The streetcars at Gateway Galaxy look very similar to the ones from Toad Harbor and Mario Kart 8. The bird that flies by is none other than Fluzzard from Mario Galaxy 2. The various posters in the background advertise different travel destinations, including one featuring the Manta Ray from Loop de Loop Galaxy. On some of the travel information screens in Gateway Galaxy, you can see destinations like Good Egg Galaxy, Beach Bowl Galaxy, Sweet Sweet Galaxy, Sea Slide Galaxy, Dusty Dune Galaxy, and Space Storm Galaxy, all of which are of course from Mario Galaxy 1 or 2. But there are 3 more locations from a different series entirely, being Boo Lake, Water Park, and Woohoo Loop, all of which are Mario Kart tracks. So I guess Woohoo Island is Mario canon now. Oh, and they're accompanied by graphics that are reminiscent of Super Mario Land on the Game Boy, complete with a pea green screen. Yukiki is a thief, just like in Mario 64 when he steals Mario's hat. So the Contour here has a spiky blue shell. Yukiki jumps backward through a brick wall to find its secret area called the Minus World. You know, just like the famous glitch in Super Mario Bros. 1-2. In fact, there's even a sign nearby that says 1-2, and on this pipe as well. Now, in the game, it would take you to a water world, which is why the water level is on display here in this bar too. And there's all kinds of weird things on display here, like an 8-bit sprite of a Spiny, the Rotten Mushroom from Mario Maker 2, the Banana Peel sprite from Super Mario Kart, a Bubbling Potion from Mario Bros. 2, a Phantom Mask from that same game, along with a picture of Lakitu next to it for some reason, and an 8-bit Goomba. Now when Peach and Toad peer over the balcony, we can see holograms for a Mario Kart Iron Box, the Nintendo 64 logo, along with a logo for Roy's Smooth Sounds from Mario Kart 8. Oh, and the Prawn Plant using the saxophone for some reason. In addition, we can see signs featuring Dice from Mario Party, King Boo from Luigi's Mansion, and even an old school Chain Chomp sprite. Later on, we can also see 8-bit sprites for Cheep Cheep and Shy Guy. Oh, and this entire area is clearly based on Neo Bowser City from Mario Kart 7. Check it out, Bowser Jr.'s got an NES too. Bowser kisses Mario, kinda like that time in Super Mario RPG. Only this time, he meant it. The music that plays inside Wart's Casino is none other than Jump Up Superstar. Did you catch that the top half of the entrance is shaped like Petey Piranha's head? The Match 3 icons and the slot machines are all based on Mario power-ups, like mushrooms, stars, boomerang flowers, double cherries, fire flowers, raccoon leaves, super bells, one-up mushrooms, penguin suits, and Yoshi eggs. Now interestingly, the power-up icons on most of the machines are modern, but there is one machine in particular that uses the classic style of power-ups instead, which you can easily tell by the fire flower here, which is based on Super Mario World sprite. And not only that, but there's one unique power-up to this machine too, being the Mario Bunny Carrot power-up from Mario Land 2. Yeah, it's the one that you can just barely see here, which we get a better look at in this scene. The chip exchange at the casino is run by none other than a coin coffer. Pretty clever. Okay, I know they're obvious, but I have to give a shout out to Wart, Birdo, Mouser, and Clawgrip, most of whom are returning for the first time since Mario 2. Oh, and Wart even spits up bubbles like he did in the original game. Even though we don't know exactly what Toad's novel is about, we can see that there are pictures of Mario inside it. Huh. Check out that giant 8-bit Ninja sprite. The roulette wheel with a golden dome in the middle may be based on the one from Super Mario Sunshine. Yeah, you probably saw this coming, but Wart is in fact defeated by choking on a turnip. The bee icon that adorns the walls of the Honey Queen's palace is taken directly from her appearance in Mario Kart 7. Baby Bowser Jr.'s bedsheets are adorned with thwomps, grolls, spiny eggs, and fuzzies. And he's surrounded by plushes of King Calante from Mario Galaxy, Gobblegut from Mario Galaxy 2, a Bulrush from Mario Wonder, and a normal Chain Chomp and Spiny Egg. But in the background you can also see a weird thwomp, a Dry Bones, a stuffed blue shell, and a Boo light? And speaking of Boo, we can see a paper version alongside a paper Shy Guy hanging on the clothesline here. It's Rob the Robot, and he's just as slow as he is in real life too. And there's a Shine Sprite on the map behind him. The fire and umbrella warning icons on the boxes here are straight out of Mario Kart. And there's a propeller toad icon on the platform itself. You see that golden spaceship taking off? That's Samus's gunship from the Metroid series. The drones flying by overhead are straight out Super Mario Party's Sign, Steal, Deliver minigame. The front mandibles on this ship bear a strange resemblance to Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, complete with a D-pad on the left and a control stick on the right. It's Captain Olimar's ship, only it's been hijacked by blue, red, and yellow Pikmin, who, by the way, Luigi spots for a second time a bit later. It's Fox McCloud! With cameos from Slippy, Peppy, and Falco too, along with a Great Fox. And one of the pictures we see as Slippy is from Star Fox 64. During the Team Star Fox montage, you can see them take on a bunch of enemies, including the attack carrier from the first couple of Star Fox games. Hey, it's the giant pill planet straight from the first Mario Galaxy game. There's a giant Super Nintendo controller embedded in the base of this escalator for some reason. An escalator, by the way, that's for Galaxy Air. You know, the airline from Mario Kart 8? On Fox's dashboard, we can see iconic Star Fox elements like a shield meter, 4 bomb slots, and 3 collectible rings. There's even space for his current score. And check this out. If we zoom in, we can see the number 9364. The 93 refers to the year 1993 when the first Star Fox came out, and the 64 is obviously Star Fox 64. And it's followed by the letters SFX, which almost certainly stands for the Super FX chip. Which, by the way, there's also a decal for on the side of Fox's ship. As I predicted, Fox McCloud attacks the UFO just like in Star Fox 64. Bowser Jr. is quite the arsenal, as a lot of the options here are based on either iconic Mario or Nintendo elements. We've got the NES Zapper in 2 different colors, perhaps this time to match the Joy-Con colors, which is now a color scheme that's also shared by the Super Nintendo Super Scope. Then there's Flood from Mario Sunshine, the bombs that Lemmy Koopa throws, a boomerang from a boomerang suit, a cannon box from 3D World, and of course the Poltergust from Luigi's Mansion. Speaking of the Super Scope, it is in fact what turns Mario and Luigi into babies, almost like the de-evolution gun in the original Mario movie from '93, which is also a Super Scope. Fox McCloud and the rest of the gang crash land in the Cascade Kingdom, which of course features the same giant T-Rex as in Mario Odyssey. Which means this is a dinosaur planet, you know, like the one he visited in Star Fox Adventures. Baby Mario plays a Mario theme on a T-Rex's teeth. Yoshi can use his tongue to swing around like Spider-Man, also like in Mario Galaxy 2. Yoshi using the Super Scope is a reference to Yoshi Safari on the Super Nintendo, which also used the Super Scope. And Yoshi taking care of the babies is obviously a reference to Yoshi's Island. This Luma thinks he's Kirby. And this Luma thinks he's Mario. An icon of Bowser Jr.'s head bounces around like an old DVD player. What's the eel from Mario 64 in the first movie doing on this pizza box? I just hope it's eely good. A Luma steals Mario's hat, just like in the ending to Mario Galaxy 2. Bowser Jr.'s theme park world is clearly based on World 8 from Super Mario 3D World, and it features rides like a Ferris wheel themed to piranha plants, this crazy twisting one based around Grolls, and another set of carousel-like rides that feature scuttlebugs that first appeared in New Super Mario Bros. 2. There's also a mansion featuring a King Boo-like figure, which could either be a reference to Luigi's Mansion or to Big Boo's Haunt from Mario 64. And speaking of Luigi's Mansion, we can see another carousel featuring King Boo on top. And on the opposite side is a ride featuring Mecha Koopa.
Sometimes, on this rainbow road of life...
He said the thing!
Do a barrel roll!
He said the thing too! The screen for Bowser Jr.'s security system is directly taken from the movie The Wizard. Not only does the screen open up in the exact same way, complete with caution tape in the exact same spots, but the corners of the screen are even notched in the exact same way too. Yeah, it's a crazy deep cut. Junior's control panel is actually a hodgepodge of Nintendo controllers. We've got a full-on NES controller, half of a GameCube one, along with the 4 colored buttons for the Super Famicom. Hey, it's the speaker box from Super Mario World. We haven't seen that back in forever. Okay, you probably don't need me to say it, but I'm gonna point it out anyway. This entire segment is based on Super Mario Maker, with Bowser Jr. as the Maker, and the gameplay, if you will, portrayed in the 8-bit theme from that game. When they finally beat that Mario Maker-like stage, they hear the classic flagpole victory theme. 57. Mario and Bowser square off on a suspended bridge over lava, just like in Super Mario Bros. And yes, Mario even takes it down using a battle axe. And when he does, Bowser falls in, T2 style, but this time re-emerges as Dry Bowser. When taking on Dry Bowser, Mario does a spin from Mario Galaxy, complete with a sound effect. Luigi summons Mr. Game & Watch, you know, from Smash Bros, and uses the exact same moveset, which of course are also based on his original Game & Watch games. Whereas Bowser Jr. summons the giant purple dragon from Super Mario Odyssey. Near the very end of the movie, there's an animated 16-bit style sequence in which we can see Mario and the gang rebuild Peach's castle, which might also be a reference to the story mode from Mario Maker 2, where you do the exact same thing. Peach kisses Mario on the cheek, just like in a ton of games. And we can see Yoshi on top of the castle, just like in Super Mario 64. This prison is made out of NES games. Hi, you're Daisy. And I'm Andre, signing off. So if you enjoyed his 241 Easter eggs, make sure to click the subscribe button and ring the bell for tons more from us. And with that, we'll catch you later. Bye everyone.